How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. We are back. It's a new week, and we're excited for it. Not really, but we're doing it. So, got another video here. So I've kind of been wanting to talk about this for a little bit now. Kind of the truth about fishing pro staffs, or it could go for just pro staffs in general. Before we get into that, I'm going to show you what I've been working on. And the files got corrupted and I lost all my progress on it. It's making a little swim bait action for y'all. Oh well, I'll just make a video fishing it once it's complete, and I'll make a video of the big version. I kind of want to go with like baby bluegill thing. Anyway, getting back on track. I wanted to make this video because I've seen a lot of videos out there that were like how to get on pro staffs, like do's and don'ts of like being on a pro staff. There's a lot of videos about that, but they don't really go into further detail about what some of the truth is behind being a field staff, a pro staff, whatever. So let's break it down a little bit. It's like, Wyatt, what makes you qualified to talk about this topic? Well, I'll tell you what, I am qualified to talk about this topic because I spent a shit ton of money to get a piece of paper that says Bachelor of Science, Public Relations, Wyatt. There you go. Then I have minors in social media, marketing, and communications. This is literally the stuff I'm going to talk about is the stuff that some of the stuff we've learned in our classes. So, break it down. What is a pro staff? What's the difference between pro staffs and a sponsorship? So the difference between pro staffs and sponsorships. Pro staff, that stands for promotional staff. You are by no means a professional. You might slap bass, walleye, crappie, whatever you want. You might slap those fish. You might be super good at fishing. That does not make you a pro. Pro staff is very average anglers going out there, doing what they love, and working with the company to promote that company's brand, image, and products. Sponsorships, it's diving deeper into that. You're really promoting those products. You're really, you're the face of that brand. So that's like your Mike Iaconelli's with Abu Garcia. That's like Power Moves, Kevin Van Dam moving from Quantum to Lose. And you're getting paid to use their products and use them in tournaments, use them with whatever you're doing. That's a little bit of a difference. There's more to it. There's a lot more risk and reward with that kind of relationship. We're not going to dive into that too much because I strictly want to talk about pro staffs. So, with how it works. So, you find a sponsored post or something on social media and it's like, we're hiring for pro staff positions. And you're like, sweet, I want to do this. Like, I want free or getting discounts on products, because who doesn't want to buy nice gear for not the full price? So you apply, you put down how many days a week you fish, or how many days a year you fish, what your social media handles are, how many followers, subscribers, etc. that you have. They get back to you. It's like, oh yeah, you're a good fit for this company. And they give you a discount code that you can use and then discount code that your friends, family, loved ones can use to get discounts on their products. So, you are investing your own money into these products. So the hope is that you are going to use these products. The hope for the company, the brand that you're working with, is they are hoping you promote their products to the best of your ability, because honestly, that's a lot cheaper for them to have a lot of pro staff out there on social media promoting their products than having a ton of sponsored anglers, like on the professional or on the influencer level. So with that, there might be like stipulations on there might be like rules that you have to follow for this pro staff position. Like they might ask you to send in your analytics. They might, like for your social media, they might ask you to post this many times a week, like featuring their products, and some other stuff. There's like nuances with each company and what they want from you. And in return, you get their stuff at a discounted price. So, how this works for the company is super low risk, like I said. And they are still getting lots of money from their pro staffers, because let's say, I have an example here. Let's say you have 100 pro staff members. That's pretty low. That's a low number in my opinion. You have 100 pro staff members. They have a discount code to buy your fishing rods. Let's say the rods are $120. You have a 10% discount. So you're paying almost like $100, whatever. I'm not very good at math. But 100 pro staffers buying one rod a piece for $100, that company, their revenue that they are getting from that is $10,000. They're still making a lot of money, and they make $10,000, you get $10 off this rod. In my opinion, it definitely is more in favor towards the companies. They get a lot more bang for their buck. They get a lot more return on their investment because they're getting free advertising from you. They're getting free advertising because you're promoting their products, because you are working with them. They are getting money out of you because you are investing your own hard-earned money into these products. And there's always a steady stream of people that will want to do these pro staff positions. There is always going to be somebody to fill your place if you're not pulling your weight. Then there's another average angler out there wanting to break into the fishing industry, and this is how they think they should do it. Honestly, yeah, a pro staff could be a good way that you can break into the fishing industry, because there are opportunities. Depending, if a company sees a lot of value in you, they will do more for you. Hopefully, that's not always the case. An example of this, the Guggen Squad with Favorite Rods promoted the shit out of their products, and Favorite screwed them over because they were not paying them enough for that sponsorship. And so that's where you have to be careful a little bit. And that's not to badmouth Favorite. I'm sure the rods are great. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth with that rod company. And personally, I will not invest my hard-earned money into Favorite rods because of that reason. Because their marketing team they kind of messed up on that big time. Because a lot of people left that rod company, made YouTube videos, and like, you know, just like this like big controversy, if you will. That's something you'll have to look at. Is this something that's worth it, investing into this company, my hard-earned money, if honestly you can spend that 10 extra dollars, you could take that company on Instagram or whatever when you use the products, and it might still be the same thing. They might still ask to use your content. They might not, because when these companies are running out of when they are running out of content to post, such as on Instagram, they will pull content from their pro staff. Good promotion for you. Good job to you. You caught that like 10-pound bass on like one of their rods. That looks good on you. They are rewarding you for that. But there's a ton of other people promoting their stuff as well, both on the pro staff level and both on an individual level that already has their products. It goes both ways. And honestly, one of my friends, she's on a pro staff for Fish USA. I have only seen her content that she puts out like one time on their Instagram story. And she's on their staff. So there's that. Take that as you will. Just be a little cautious of that. Be aware of what you're getting yourself into. The exception of this, I feel, would be if you do tournament fishing. Your content is going to be picked from more because you're promoting their brand a lot more. It's a lot more visual out there because you have the fishing jersey, you have the logo, you might have deck stickers. Your content is going to be picked more, and because you're so hard on, like, tournament anglers are so hard on equipment compared to the average angler and use more lures, more weights, more soft plastics. Because of that, it would be, I'd say, more beneficial for y'all to have pro staffs and seek sponsorships more, because you're going to get more out of it, because those discounts add up and that's going to help you out more. My best advice for the average angler like myself, I'm pretty mediocre most days at fishing. You are better off just taking the companies in your Instagram posts, Instagram stories, like what have you, talking about them on your YouTube channels, whatever, and being consistent with that. They're going to see the value in that compared. They're going to see the value in that a lot, and they're going to want to work with you. They're going to see, hey, look, this Jim Bob over here, he's been buying a lot of our products. He's been doing really good. He's consistently tags us in his posts. Let's send him a package. There's this guy that I follow on Instagram in my area. That's what happened to him. He consistently tags Rattle Trap, Bill Lewis brand stuff on his Instagram. They sent him a box of free lures. You get out what you put into things. So the truth of the matter is, pro staff position, honestly, you're kind of better off without it. It's a horse apiece. It's one way or the other. It's not going to really make a difference. But tournament angler, I'd say go for it, because you can go a long way doing that if you do it well. your average angler posting every once in a while, that's value to them, but you can only go so far with that. You got to be consistent, you got to upload frequently, and that's how you can get the most out of your pro staff position as an average everyday angler. So I left out a story. So I've been on several pro staffs and I've applied to several pro staff positions. I'm on a pro staff for Titan Tungsten. Honestly, I don't do a good enough job promoting that, and that's on me. That's something I want to do better at, because I believe in their tungsten weights. It is hands down the best tungsten I've ever used. So I'm going to try to do better at that. I'm going to post more when I'm using their stuff and things like that. But when they came out hot and heavy. They have a lot of people out. They have a ton of staff members. They have so many Instagram and Facebook uploads every day that my stuff's just gotten lost in the shuffle. And so to me, it's not really helping me out. I get a little discount on tungsten. That's cool. Tungsten's expensive. But I'm not really I feel like I'm not getting out what I'm putting into it. And I applied to this up-and-coming rod and reel company. Oh my gosh, this story is flipping ridiculous. So I applied to this up-and-coming rod and reel company, their pro staff position. I was in college. I was just kind of starting out. I was like, all right, let's try to do this. I kind of wanted to break into the fishing industry more, and studying marketing, public relations. I was like, okay, I think this would be good for me, because I somewhat know how to do social media. Do I do it to the best of my abilities every single day? No, I do not, and that's on me. But this rod and reel company, I applied, I got it. They sent me information about the requirements, and it was you don't have to use our reels, you have to use our rods. You cannot use any other rods that you have when you are in this pro staff position with us. And I was like, okay, that's weird. I've invested a lot of money, into my other rods and reels. So I really don't like that. I don't like that stipulation. And then they were like, you have to buy 10 of our rods. Baseline for the rods after the discount was $100, just like my example with the math. So it's I'm investing $1,000 into this company for the rods, and I have to send them by analytics. I have to post so many times. I have to do all this, and it's in the Midwest, I can't post that many times. It is flipping winter for most of the year. There is no way I can do this, and I'll lose the position in a couple of months after summer is done. So I was like, I won't be able to make those requirements, because on a budget I can't invest $1,000 into your rods. I'm in the Midwest. I will not be able to keep pushing out content and keep fishing with your rods throughout the whole year. I guess I can use a regular full-size rod out on the ice, but you're going to look insane. You're going to look like a weirdo. And I was like, best of luck to you. When I emailed back, I was like, I hope you guys do good things. And I went my way. I was like, maybe later I'll buy one of their rods, because, I feel good about that. They probably have good stuff. Fast forward a week later, and then I seen one of their sponsored posts about join our pro staff. So I was like, well, I'm going to try to help people out, make an informed decision before they apply, go through all that stuff, and realize, and just be disappointed. I wanted to help people. So I commented their requirements, and almost immediately, when I logged back onto Facebook, my comment was gone. Like, it got deleted. I like went to their page and could not interact in any way with their content. I could not like, share, comment. I could just look at their stuff. So that left a bad taste in my mouth for that rod and reel company. And because of that, I will not and refuse to give my hard-earned money if that is how they're going to go about their business. That is not the way to treat people that just told the truth. Honestly, would my comment turn away people? Yes, it would. My intention was not to turn people away. My intention was to inform people about what they can expect. I talked to my professors about it the next day after it happened, and they were like, that is the most ridiculous and petty thing that I have ever heard, and that is not a way you run your business. That is not a way that you run your marketing. And I've heard bad stuff about their customer service now, so lucked out? Maybe a little. That's going to wrap up this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you took away valuable information from this. If you have any other questions, or you think, Wyatt, you're dumb, this isn't how it is, like, feel free to comment that. Like, feel free to, like, ask questions or respectfully disagree with me, and we can have a polite conversation about it, because we are all humans. We all walk this earth. And yes. Have a lovely day, night, whatever. And I will see you next time, where we will be doing some lure making in the next video, in the next week. Goodbye now.